Ah ja, gut, okay, genug davon. Aber dann ist der erste Teil wohl raus aus dem Game Pass, ey. Gar nicht mitbekommen. Okay, gehen wir ins Game. Wie gesagt, wir haben gestern, hier steht auch Class Trial Interrupted, weil mitten in dem Class Trial, also quasi in dieser Verhandlung Dingens, keine Ahnung, kam halt ein Speicherpunkt und irgendwie auch noch so eine Wendung quasi, auch wenn es nicht wirklich eine Wendung war, aber wir nennen es jetzt mal so. Und deswegen wusste ich nicht, wie lange das gestern noch geht und ich hatte keinen Bock bis, ich weiß nicht wann, 6 Uhr zu machen. Deswegen habe ich mir gedacht, ja komm, doch, speichern wir mal einfach mal hier und machen den Rest wann anders. Und wann anders ist heute. Weil das letzte, was jetzt passiert ist, wir sind halt in diesem Class Trial drinne. Und der eine Dude. My heart is throbbing like crazy. Und der eine Dude, der Nagito, hat halt irgendwie gesagt, ja, ich bin der Mörder, ich habe ihn umgebracht, bla, ich habe alles vorbereitet, bla bla bla. Und dann wollten die schon alle so sagen, ja, okay, dann bist du der Mörder und dann voten wir dich raus. Und dann ist halt einer noch aufgefallen, ja, sorry, ich habe die Leiche untersucht. Die angegebene Tatwaffe passt nicht zu den Einstichwunden. Und dann muss er sagen, ja, okay, ich habe zwar alles geplant und sowas, aber ich habe ihn doch nicht umgebracht. Irgendwann werde ich mal sagen können, Sneeps Nude, lass mal im Discord reden, aber nicht heute. Glaubst du wirklich, irgendjemand bekommt irgendwann mal die Stimme von Sneeps Nude zu hören? I don't think so. Okay. So, genug davon. Wir gehen ins Game. Ich habe schon gehört, als ob. Lügen. Kennt ihr die nicht? Nee, niemand kennt die. Und jeder, der so tut, ist Untermensch. Regularly? Da er hatte erst gesagt, jetzt er ist der Mörder, weil er alles geplant hatte. Und er hatte auch geplant, jemanden umzubringen, aber er wurde quasi dran gehindert.
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Ich nicht mal, wie ich ganz traurig talken werde, als Nemi ihn bei Sif angegriffen hat. Als hätte ich jemals jemanden angegriffen, hallo.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
Morgen 24 Stunden Sif? Ja klar, ey. Byakuya was killed under the table.
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
It was not even my own mother. Geil.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Why does Mikan think Nagito looks clean? Because Nagito doesn't have the knife? Because there's no blood on Nagito. Doesn't have any injury? Because Nagito isn't injured? Ja, wahrscheinlich Blut, ne?
I see. Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it.
Beyond the World Tour 2023. Nee. Oder habt ihr gemerkt, dass ich der größte Beyoncé-Fan ever bin, plötzlich? Wurde ich ertappt.
There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
He stabbed Byakuya to death. It's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
Ach, du suchst eine 26-Jährige mit einem Joint.
I didn't get any blood on me.
Da laufen viele rum, sagst du?
Is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't
Ja.
that right, Hajime?
Das andere Tischlaken drin. Andere Tischdecke. Safe.
I can prove it with this.
I can prove it with this.
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
Da kannst du nicht nüchtern bleiben. Schaust. 3 bis 5 Stunden. Ja, kannst du safe nicht nüchtern bleiben. Also wenn ich mir das vorstelle, dann sind wahrscheinlich nur Mädels da. Und nur Gekreische und was weiß ich nicht. Ich glaube, nüchtern bleiben kannst du auf jeden Fall nicht. Das ist sowas ähnliches wie Beyblade, Fabi. Talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room.
There are bloodstains on it. That settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
Ah, okay, Beyblade. Ja, ja, anderes Modell. Ist quasi China Beyblade, weißt du? Einfach billig nachgemacht.
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you.
Also wie Lego und Blue Bricks. Genau. Exakt. Exakt.
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table,
Blue Bricks noch nie gehört, ey.
knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Playmobil kenne ich.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Huh?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I don't understand at all.
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different? You look like you're onto something.
Really? It sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
Mhm. Nämlich doch unter dem Flur, wie ich es gesagt habe die ganze Zeit.
Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
In scenes where you have to figure out ach, Hangman's Gambit. Ja. Scheiß Dingens. Buchstaben rausfinden. Ja, ja, komm. Bla bla bla. Will doch keiner lesen hier. Alter, wie viel da steht. So viel musst du gar nicht wissen. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I can see something. Ich kann etwas sehen. Hangman's Gambit. Okay, ich verstehe es halt nicht. Okay, vielleicht hätte ich doch lesen sollen. Es wird halt immer größer, aber ich weiß nicht, ob das irgendwas bringt. Ich check halt echt gar nichts, ne? Ich dachte, es wird ungefähr so sein wie das neue, wie das alte halt. Aber nee, gar nicht einfach. Ist einfach komplett komisch. Ich weiß einfach nicht, wie ich die da reinbekomme. Es wird aber auch nicht größer, oder? Wenn ich da 10.000 Mal da reinstecke. So hieß er, ja. Move cursor. Catch and release explode button. Display height. Cursor special move. Concentrate. Left mouse button. Letter explosion. Send to keyword. Ah, okay, guck mal. Also der erste Buchstabe ist auf jeden Fall U. Ja. Nächste ist wahrscheinlich N. Ja. Wahrscheinlich ist es irgendwie so gemacht, dass man da noch irgendwie extra eine Kombo machen kann oder sowas. Mann, scheiß Ding. Ah, egal. Ich kenne mich gerade selber, ne? Aber es kommt doch der richtige Buchstabe halt nicht. Ach doch, der richtige Buchstabe war E, ne? Ich war irgendwie gerade woanders. Any doubts me? Videos? Ja, ja. Puhu. Na, das passiert, wenn ich verliere. Und jetzt the majority vote has, ja, da ist rausgekommen, dass ich der Typ bin. Also zumindest haben die mich gewotet.
This
Und
is what
das heißt, alle werden gepunished, ja. Ja, ich will retry, dankeschön. Ja, ja, komm, wir spulen ein bisschen vor hier. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, diesmal wissen wir aber, wie es funktioniert. Warum denn nur Ends? Ach, das war jetzt wieder ein Fehler. Weil ich das direkt da jetzt außen hin gemacht habe. Kommen die jetzt, wenn die einfach aufeinander zulaufen, kommen die auch zusammen? Ja. Under the floor. Mega komisch, ey.
got it. The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards. Ja.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where? How?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does it.
Was ich am komischsten aber an der ganzen Sache finde, dass er nicht geschrien hat oder sowas, als der gestorben ist. Das ist das Komischste an der ganzen Sache, finde ich. That's right, if I remember. Ja, one person here should know how to get under the floorboard, ja. Ich weiß genau, wer der Dingens tut, der hier, weil er seinen Ohrring wieder hat.
You're the only one. Hey Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboard, right?
Oh, there it is, I found it. Surely that is a Hellhound earring. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see, good for you. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach it either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern. Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
Und der Hamster das Ding wieder geholt hat.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
Storage Room ist in der Luke.
One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage
Der
Golden
hat sich
Hawk,
mit dem,
beyond the chaos.
also der Mörder hat sich mit dem scheiß Tuch, der hat dieses scheiß Küchentuch genommen, wahrscheinlich über sich selbst gelegt und dann da reingestochen in den Typen von unten. Und dann das Tuch halt einfach im Storage Room gelassen und fertig.
A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
No, I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Ja, du zum Beispiel, weil du in der Küche warst. In der Küche.
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monami over there can be my witness, right?
Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... It obviously has to be him.
Hiko.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
See?
Der war das
You're
aber auch
making
nicht.
threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news, you're now allowed to use the silencer. You can use the silencer with the right mouse button as many times as you want. When you shoot the silencer, you can shoot down white noise. Shoot down white noise, your time level will increase a little. However, if you cheat and actually remark with the silencer instead of the white noise, the time level will decrease. So aim carefully when you're losing the silencer. Yeah, okay. Oh, but if the difficulty is Set to gentle. White noise won't appear at all. Ja. Ist eh egal. Mehr Zeitlimit brauchst du eh nicht, ey.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
The only person who doesn't have an alibi during the party is Fuyuhiko, but is he really the killer?
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor.
And they could have stared at panties without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
Warum?
The culprit is self-evident.
Check das nicht, dass du manchmal drauf schießt, aber nichts passiert. So eine Sekunde kriegt man plus.
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong.
Objection! Break.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
What happened for you, girl? Oh hey, what are you doing all alone in a place like this? I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh, no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party. It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
Du kannst halt an der Wand entlang laufen, but I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's chance, once again.
We're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this. Wahrscheinlich die Feuertür, weil die auf dem Weg dahin ist und man die, keine Ahnung, spüren würde, sehen würde, ich weiß es nicht.
Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
For the pain, I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
Killer's method for moving in the dark might be what that one person suggested. If so, I might be able to prove it. Was habe ich jetzt hier nochmal? Kitchen Equipment List, Dormal. Party Dishes, Kitchen Equipment List. Sollte eigentlich egal sein. Also eigentlich müsste es die Feiertür sein, würde ich sagen. Ich weiß noch nicht, auf welches Ding ich damit antworten soll.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
Moving to the storage room. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish. Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles? What if
And I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Crap!
The
hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
Jeder
What
mal.
if they used a light?
Diese Schlafe.
Definitely sounds impossible.
Keine Ahnung, was hier die richtige Antwort sein soll. Ich muss ja jemandem zustimmen, wenn das so blau ist, ne?
Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Crap!
Echt gar keine Ahnung, was die von mir wollen.
It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
Oh, Kitchen Equipment List.
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Crap!
The hallway was really dark during moving to the storage room like... It's like making a seafood bowl without fish. Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Nee.
Crap!
Probier einfach mal aus. Ich weiß gerade nicht.
It's like making a seafood bowl. Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string?
Maybe there was another pair of... What a pain. I'm gonna
Go with my. What if they used a light?
Keine Müdigkeit vorschützen und hoppla und hopplolo. Hoppla und hopplolo.
Leon, was machst du schon wieder für eine Kacke?
The killer had a light with him.
Fabi, du musst dir mal Mord wegnehmen, Alter. Was geht denn da ab? Gute Nacht. Junge, ey. Geht der jetzt schlafen, ey? Wild. Gute Nacht, Leon. Schlaf gut. Also hat er wirklich ein Leid. Killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
Die Frying Pans. Hallo, du bist ja immer noch da. Ja, ich habe gestern nicht mehr zu Ende gespielt, weil gestern, ja, so 10 Minuten nachdem du weg warst, kam Speicherpunkt. Und dann habe ich mir gedacht, ey, wenn jetzt ein Speicherpunkt kommt, dann dauert das bestimmt noch 2 Stunden. Hatte dann keine Lust zu und habe mir gedacht, ja komm, kannst du speichern oder ausbauen. 20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron screws, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. Ja, also iron plates for barbecue and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. Iron plates and a portable stove. I do recall seeing them on the shelf over there. This kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problems using it. Hat heute wieder Polizeieinsatz. What? Wieso das denn? Was ist denn heute los gewesen?
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around.
Wegen Diebstahl.
So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
Komplett wild bei euch, ja. Ich hab hier gar keinen Bock mehr. Ja, glaube ich, sofort, ey.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail. Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me? No, that's wrong.
Will you battle against me?
Will you be able to break through my argument?
What does he mean by battle? It sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm going to lose against someone like him. Rebuttal Showdown.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned, it contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway... Crap! The reason Kazuichi couldn't see it was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? Allow me to cut
The fire door.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares?
Vielleicht bin ich diesmal der Ultimate Detective.
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath? You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey, it's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
So you're telling me to call out the real killer, even though I don't really want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person you used the hallway's fire door as cover, and used the portable stove to move in the dark, and snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death, using the glowing paint as a mark. So the killer, the only killer I can think of is you and only you. Teru Teru. Ich sag Teru Teru was.
You're the only one! Teru Teru. Could it be you? Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teru Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
What are you talking about?
Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
Teru Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future
Culinary
of
arts.
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Asbestos.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya?
Wegen der Farbe.
You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness.
A strange
Near
liquid,
where
yeah.
Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important!
That sounds super important, ja,
If
recht.
there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
The victim was targeted by a mark? What was it? This knife.
I can prove it with this. The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing.
Aber da wusste der, ja, das ist halt auch das Komische, ne? Da wusste der Killer dann jetzt quasi, dass er das Messer darunter versteckt hatte. Und wusste auch, dass da Farbe dran ist.
See, that's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teru Teru!
Seriously, I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Just stop!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on!
You guys, where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru Teru's voice in the dining hall.
Doesn't that prove Teru Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right. That's exactly it.
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen. So I panicked and ran out of
So I
there.
panicked. Und natürlich hast du den Weg ohne Probleme gefunden.
It was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by looking their sweat. So, if you want, you should try looking me.
Okay.
No way! You look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki swears on her honor.
That's right. Teru
Mhm, schön den Schweiß ablecken von dem Dicken. Geil.
Which means he's not the killer. No, that's not it.
Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me?
Als ob man Schweiß lecken muss, wenn man nicht weiß, ob jemand lügt. Du musst ja auch erstmal wissen, wie der Schweiß normal schmeckt und wie er schmeckt, wenn er lügt. Yummy, yummy.
You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope? Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Einfach gäbe es in the Floorboard, dass der einfach von unten hochgerufen hat quasi.
Let me ask you again.
Anderes kann es ja eigentlich nicht wirklich
Did you
sein.
go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to. I was somewhere totally different. I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Crap! Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room?
There's no way I went to the storage. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice.
Okay, vielleicht ist das doch nicht.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the store? There's no way I went. I was somewhere totally. I definitely heard. It's handsome.
Maybe it was recorded?
Nope, definitely.
Right. As long as I have it, the fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Okay.
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? What? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But...
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining room.
Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
Komisch, der sich plötzlich anhört. Akzentvoll am Stiso.
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar.
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh?
Was Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
The whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake. Damn right! You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
His memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
Alter, wie der plötzlich spricht, ne? I probably can. Whether or not Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at him. Oh ne, das ist jetzt wichtig, ne? Das ist jetzt wichtig. Ach Gott, ey. Unser wichtigstes Beweisstück.
I can prove it with this. If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back.
WTF. Mhm. WTF.
Then you should know how Mikan was positioned.
Das war richtig, ja. Komplett weird. Weird Fanservice, ey. Komplett weirder Fanservice. Das war halt hier, wie gesagt, Blackout, also Lichtausfall, also Stromausfall. Und dann ging der Strom wieder an und lag die so da. Keine Ahnung, wie die das geschafft hat. Ich schalte nach 40 Minuten wieder hier hin und gucke sowas an. Was stimmt mit dir nicht? Was stimmt mit dir nicht, Brudi? Warum guckst du das nicht? Lass mal gleich geile Hentais gucken, ey.
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that. Huh? It was a pretty clever way of tripping.
Natürlich nochmal schön im Vollbild jetzt. Oder Kriegstschüssen, ja. Klar, ey.
How about it? You can't answer, Teru?
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Ja, ist so. Genau so ein perversling Typ, der das natürlich vergisst.
Nagito, say something. I guess you might have to give up now.
Wait, give up?
What do you mean, give Teru?
Aber haben die zusammengearbeitet oder was?
Disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer. Huh? But it's already decided, right? No. The murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, yeah?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
You understand him?
But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
When the weapon?
Come on, Manumi. Enough with the whimpering and translate.
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
No good enough! No good enough at all!
He said, not fine.
Junge, ey.
Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it? Wanna do it?
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent.
Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. A thin-edged tool with a diameter about 50 millimeter and at least 50 centimeter in length. That weapon that meets those requirements might have been used at the crime scene. What's that? Schon wieder Hangman's Gambit? Oh Gott. Alter, kannst du keins davon richtig, hä? Okay, aber das I ist jetzt richtig. Jetzt weiß ich das Wort Iron-Dingens. Iron. Keine Ahnung, wie die Dinger nochmal hießen. Wo ist denn scheiß N jetzt mal? Da ist ein scheiß N. Aber wie war jetzt... Iron... Wie heißen die Dinger nochmal? Ich weiß es gerade nicht. Iron... Ich habe es gerade voll nicht mehr im Kopf, was das jetzt noch für Dinger waren. Ah, ist aber auch behindert, dieses Iron, dieses Hangman's Gambit. Das ist im ersten Teil fand ich auf jeden Fall besser. Ey, Nemi, ey, Dill. Guck mal, Discord. Guck mal, ich kann sogar vorspulen, merke ich gerade. Ach, scheiße. Ach, guck mal, ich kann jetzt sogar einfach irgendwo anders raushauen noch. E war falsch, oder? Was war das vor nochmal? Na, ich komme nicht drauf, ne? Also diese Metallstäbe, wo du halt die Spieße drauf machst. Iron Skiers, keine Ahnung. Iron Skewer. Ja. Ich konnte es nicht mehr, also bevor ich jetzt nicht die die meisten Buchstaben hatte, konnte ich das nicht mehr recallen, wie das Ding jetzt nochmal heißt, Alter. Was ist mit dir eigentlich verkehrt, Alter? Was hast du mit mir gemacht? Junge. Iron Skewer. Schaschlik. Schaschlik.
Huh? The iron skewer?
Skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru Teru.
I checked the equipment list and there seems to be one skewer, iron skewer missing. Yeah, that's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru Teru leave the old building, which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Man kann es ja auch einfach unter dem Flur gelassen haben. Niemand von euch da runtergegangen ist, sowieso. Finally, we're nearing the end. A concerned opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and simply will not listen to what you have to say. Will probably pain you to condemn your classmate. But this is a class trial after all. Mein Gott, meine Brille, ey. Muss ich mal sauber machen. You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. A high-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent's excuses and nonsense. That's a bullet time battle. Panic Talk. The Panic Talk Action. Hauptsache die kommen nicht wieder mit ihrer Negativ-Time und kürzen das komisch rassistisch ab, Alter. Return to PTA. During PTA, you must destroy all of your opponent's soul sheets so you can deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo of the song. Time your button presses with the tempo marker. It moves along the screen. Match the tempo marker by pressing left mouse button. You will be able to lock on the opponent's remarks. If you keep pressing it, you will be auto multiple. You will intercept the locked on remark and destroy it. By destroying remarks, you will be able to damage the soul sheets, protecting the opponent and destroy them. However, if you cannot destroy their remark within the time limit, you will end up getting hurt. During the PTA, you can press the escape key to review the controls. But for this PTA, just focus on pressing a left mouse button. Please wait for another time for other features. Does this do this consecutively, and you will start a combo. Keep this going and you will initiate a time up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you will find yourself in a tempo down situation. When the song changes or tempo changes, this will alter the timing for each button. Please be careful. Last but not least, let me tell you how to do the final blow. If you destroy all of your opponent's soul sheets, they will start to give their final argument. That happens, 4 words will be displayed on the top, bottom left and right side of the screen. Each of these 4 words corresponds to the VSHD keys. If you press a button in the right order, you will be able to compose the words of your final strike. Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within the time limit, the opponent's soul shields will recover. Well then, good luck, have fun.
What the hell you saying, you stupid colleague?
What the hell you saying, you stupid colleague?
He said, I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
So iron skewer is a weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before either party started, which means, was the weapon already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? Could it have been in an unexpected place? Where would that be? Where did he hide a long weapon like a skewer? In seinem Hintern. Think carefully.
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm not hiding anything.
I must reveal to Teru the conclusive evidence that proves he is a killer. Panic talk action.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense! Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Where would the weapon be?
The meat on bone? Mein Gott, ich hab's wieder falsch gemacht.
We will never give up.
The meat on bone? The bone on meat? Meat on the bone? Hab zu schnell gedrückt einfach. Aber es geht auch ewig lange, ne? Aber ich muss ja nur eigentlich so machen, oder? Ich muss ja nur drücken, wenn die Dingens hier durchkommen. Also ich kann ja auch nichts anvisieren oder sonst was.
Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense! Unforgivable!
Hält wieder Tempo runter.
That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
Meat on the bone.
This is the end.
Okay, das war richtig. Junge, nehme ich. Ich muss dann auch mal pennen. Hau rein, Fabi. Schlaf gut. Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht. Also weil da so ein riesiges Fleischstück war, oder was?
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked.
It seemed there are no dangerous items like that skewer on the circus earlier inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. Pooh. I wouldn't have known what to do if he said fish bone and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here.
We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
About that.
Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
I'm right here.
I'm right here.
I'm already eating it.
Ah, a bear that eats meat! Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty
Now that I think about it.
Oh, what is this?
Steelman? That's my meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life. The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something inside the meat. Look what came out.
Isn't that... Is that...
Das ist ein Krückstock.
Iron skewer?
Das ist ein Krückstock, der aussieht wie ein Knochen oben.
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
He-san, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loud-mouthed, fast-food-eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first...
We need to settle this. Once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make...
Jetzt muss ich nochmal alles zusammenfassen. Go over the entire incident. And then I can prove Teru's crime. That's right. If we don't do that, we can't end this, no matter how much time passes.
So, we need to do it.
So let's finally come to this. My throb is jesting. Every case has one last feature to bring the class trial to an end. This is a closing argument. In this phase, you will give a complete summary of the case. You will have to reproduce the order of the events in the case in form of a comic book. The reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, though there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic and using the truth panels providing. Around 3 to 5 truth panels make up one set. Inside that one set there will be correct panels placed among incorrect panels. If you use up all of the incorrect panels of the correct panels contained in one set, you will switch to a new set. After that you will fill in all the holes. You will clear the challenge. I'm pretty sure some of you already noticed, but it will be difficult to complete with so many gaps. But once you fill some in, it will become much simpler. For those of you who played the previous game, you might hesitate first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, when playing and solving the closing argument, there's a certain trick. If you move the reticle onto the gaps on each page, it will display hints at the top of the screen. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in that gap. Also, if you move the reticle onto the truth panel, it will display a hint as well. This hint explains the scene contained in that panel. Put together those two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget that there will be a time limit. Well then, good luck and have fun. Kommen wir langsam dem Ende nahe. Ja, sieht ganz aus. Müssen wir nur noch das hier schaffen, dann haben wir es. Okay, der zeigt ja immer alles, oder was? Ne, das ist der Controller. Ich wollte gerade sagen, warum geht der nach rechts? Das ist der Controller. Geht er einmal komplett durch hier, ey. Everyone at the party is... So, das soll nur zeigen, die ist woanders halt. Meet us auf die Party, nur sie nicht. At the storage room before the blackout. Okay. Aber es kann... Hä, keins ist richtig. Ich habe doch jetzt alle versucht, oder? Nicht dumm. Okay. Ja, heißt, ich muss erst die Sachen wegstecken quasi. Wie kommt es eigentlich, dass du jetzt 3 Titel spielst? Du hast 3 Titel. Okay, die korrekten habe ich jetzt drinne. Was ist das wieder hier? Halt dein Maul. Das ist Danganronpa. Air Conditioner turned on. Hm. Ist auf jeden Fall dahin. Okay. Stock 3. Keine Ahnung, hab mir halt gedacht, so ist besser. Ganz einfach. Und das ist ja auch nur, weil ich jeden Tag ein bisschen Kaisos spielen will. Da will ich nicht im Turnier mega verkacken. Switched on. I heard it. What did the killer do after exiting to the dark hall? Ach, das ist der dann, oder? Hm. Stock. Was fehlt denn jetzt noch? Hier fehlen noch Dingens. The moment it got dark, Byakuya. Ja, der hat die Dinge jetzt aufgezogen. Und dann hat er den Killer da gesehen und der ist unterm Tisch gekrabbelt. Geht jetzt nur noch da eine? Scheint so, oder? Closing the firing door, ja. So haben wir alles.
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old.
Aber was mir immer noch fehlt, warum wusste der Teru, dass unter dem Tisch ein Messer war? Also woher wusste der von dem Plan von dem Nagito?
He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party
Der Dingens, der unbedingt aufs Klo kommen will, ey.
But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m.
Cutting.
The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on.
Warum? Und die einfach weiter am besten.
Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right, everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito.
While
the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. An iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table.
Naja, durch den Boden. Das war korrekt. Ja, das ist halt, wenn das Spiel dir einmal sagt so, oh, da sind ja Löcher im Boden, so, kannst du eigentlich verlassen darauf, dass keine Information hat, die irgendwie umsonst ist.
He had to retrieve that knife, and at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer.
Aber was mich am meisten wundert bei dem Ding ist, du hast ja noch mit der einen Musikerin hier geredet, die gemeint hat, sie hat alles gehört und sowas. Was mich am meisten wundert, der wurde so gekillt, ne? Also jetzt hier von unten mit den Stichen da. Dass der Byaku ja da nicht geschrien hat oder sonst irgendwas. Weil du hast niemanden schreien hören oder so. Sonst... Wenn du da stochen wirst, so zack, 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 zack. Als ob der dann nicht irgendeinen Laut von sich gibt, weißt du? Weil ich meine, der hat, keine Ahnung, 10 Stichwunden oder sowas. Ist ja jetzt nicht so gewesen, als hätte der eine so zack in den Hals oder so. Und tot. Aber ja gut. Lassen wir das mal außen vor.
After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime. Especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food.
And that person is Teru Teru!
Isn't that right, Teru Teru Hanamura?
Hilfe! Hilfe!
That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
Hätte einfach alle vergiften können, ja.
It seems this is the end.
Ja, scheiße, ey. Sollst dich nicht mit dem Meisterdetektiv einlassen hier. Und so, guck mal, in der einen 9. Phase 47 Punkte, dann nochmal 53 Punkte. Zwischendurch ein bisschen reingeschissen. Aber ja gut. Wen juckt's? Wen juckt die Bewertung am Ende des Tages, ne?
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops, I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Guilty. Gratulation. Trial end.
Correct.
That's right. This time the black knight responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teru Hanamura. No. Are you serious? And out of all these people, are you saying a ponce like him is the one who killed Byakuya? But why? Why did you kill him? It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you. Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean? I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dish for the party, and then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall. And when I peeked over here, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty, putting the knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing, and I saw him place the irons, and he brought in the storage room and messed with the air conditioner and timers. Plus he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him.
When that happened, he... You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught?
What? Hey!
What are you doing? What are you seeming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course. Teru, just let you know, it's pointless of you to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I will definitely start the killing.
Impossible!
What? No matter how much you want to leave this island, it's just... I see, so that's what you think. But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want to start the killing. I just want the killing to start. What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all the ultimates and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing.
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair. What are you saying? I don't understand at all. See, isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you will become even stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right? I want to see that brightness, and in order to see it, I'm going to become everybody's stepping stone. I want to make your hopes shine. It's simple as that. That's right. I yearn for a powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair. Are you kidding? Don't tell me you're actually serious. So you don't understand. That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I can be called the ultimate fanatic. Der Typ ist auf jeden Fall krank, ey. You, there's something wrong with you. Vor allem der Typ lebt ja jetzt noch. Also der ist ja nicht der stirbt. Also kannst du dir quasi sicher sein, dass er den nächsten Mord irgendwie auch vorbereiten wird oder was. Really? Do you really think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me? But isn't that what love is? Akito, what's the meaning of this? Explain it to me. I don't understand it at all. Anything about this don't make sense, keine Ahnung. You see, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win? You better not compare us to that. Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong. And the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level. Hi, gut, danke dir, schön, jetzt normal Tag. Ja, hau raus, was hast du zu reden, Edu? Erzähl was. Was hast du gemacht? Speedrun. It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become the trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone's trial.
Great.
There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave new heights. Der Ultimate Lucky Typ ist, macht das immer jemand anders auszusehen. Ja, das kann sogar sein, ey. Das kann sogar sein. Er ist einfach immer der Lucky Dude. Viele sind schon gestorben, einer erst. Stop it, you're seriously starting to piss me off. I don't understand at all. Are you saying you basically want to commit murder for fun? It's not the same as someone killing for fun, but I guess I would look the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Teru discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Or perhaps that was intentional too. Huh? Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus it would be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teru? You expected to pique Teru's curiosity, and you looked forward to the mystery becoming more complex. Well, you're basically right. It's true, I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What?
That was your doing as well? I just casually mentioned, oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it. This dude, he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. That's right, that's why I tried to stop it, you know?
However...
But why did you kill Byakuya instead? I don't know. Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the iron skewer there. But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him. Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing that knife. And then in place of Nagito...
Nope.
No, I don't think that's it.
Perhaps.
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito. What did you say?
See?
Because Byakuya said so, didn't he? Sorry, as long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim.
I will guide you all.
That much I promise. Could it be in order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. And that someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife? I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away, and yet I never expected an ending like this. Such despair. But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become stronger by overcoming this despair. Could it be you knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail? Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding. But I never expected it to turn out like this. I never thought I would be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't just want to waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teru. But why? Well, because Teru decided to commit this crime because he also had a strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. Who was willing to go that far? I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm, I decided to help Teru. What do you mean confirm? Just stop it already. Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teru. But after all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But in order for hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those were my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teru?
Man.
In the end, my help just wasn't enough. This turned out to be a bad ending for Teru. But you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain. You will become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else, so the hopes can grow more powerful.
Impossible.
Sacrifice?
Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already. I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you.
Hey.
Hey, is it really okay for us to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this?
Huh?
Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off? Yeah, kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito, it's Teru.
What's the matter?
Woohoo, you didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
Wait.
Hold on.
No,
That wasn't, how should I put it, an accident, an act of self-defense, not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible, it's not my fault. It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense or intentional, a murder is still a murder. If you kill someone, that's murder.
Hey.
But isn't there anything like sympathy, judgments, extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation? I don't accept any of those claims. That's not... Hey, save me, guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito, so... Be honest. After learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? So... That's what you thought, right? You're wrong. There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end.
That is...
Teru.
Why?
If only you didn't kill Nagito. Didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive. Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru. Trink einen Schluck Cola, du müder Bär. Kommst du gleich kuscheln, Edu? I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what.
Klar, wieso nicht? Geil. Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope's Peak Academy and come home.
Okay, I'm going now.
I'm going now.
When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Funktionieren irgendwie nicht heute, die Sounds. Also ich habe das Gefühl, ganz am Anfang des Streams haben sie funktioniert, aber irgendwie seit vorher nicht mehr. Ich weiß auch nicht warum. Keine Ahnung, passiert nichts. Passiert einfach nichts.
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already. I know that already.
I promised her I'll become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home.
Teru. But if we were told our memories were stolen, that several years have passed since our first day, then what happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom, who's still waiting for me? So you did believe what Monokuma said. You were saying all along, it's okay. I'll never believe something like this. So why? I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
I wanted to go home.
I wanted to go home and confirm that. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teru, you... I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Teru didn't believe. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it. Because he believed it, he needed to deny it. Damn it, if I only knew how he felt, something like this would never have happened. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. I found out he was going to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why. Why. So you wanted the first kill?
I'm
sorry, guys. It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. I see, I think...
Went crazy.
Went crazy? Teru. I see, interesting, but... As far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is so boring. What? It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow. So let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
Jeez, get out of my way! Well now.
There, now that the annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business. Als Anime macht das Spiel bestimmt mehr Spaß. Frauenschläger. Ja, der boxt die immer weg. Der boxt die weg, der tritt die weg. Alles macht. Hold on a sec. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least... Ja, als Anime ist es bestimmt ein bisschen besser. Die Ultimate Cook. Call me chef. No, wait, that's not what I... Please tell me at least what happened to the Hanamura Diner. To Mama.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Lies.
I won't believe this.
I won't believe it. Mama! Ring. Game over. Teru has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Dein Ernst, ey? Among the Sudden Metal. Metal, Leute, ey. Moin. Hä? War da drinnen nur Honig in den anderen oder was? Und in dem Federn. Und jetzt wird er frittiert oder was? Quasi. Naja, jetzt quasi frittiert. Also er wird einfach in den Vulkan geschmissen. Mit dem Helikopter. Anstatt Odin aus ihm zu machen. Woher kommt der Vulkan? Der ist zu einem Vulkan geflogen, keine Ahnung, wo der ist. The adrenaline is rushing through me. Teru. Oh, are you fucking serious? Why did you do something so cruel? Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school? If you badmouth someone, the teacher writes it in a note and makes whoever you badmouthed read it to you in front of the class. When that happens, only then do you think about how it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies to murder.
What are you saying?
You're the one who drove him to do it. So cruel. This is just too cruel.
Nice.
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is a killing rule after all. What rule? You're the one who's breaking the rules. I can't just let that slide. What do you mean? When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something? However, there's a catch. Don't tell me the catch is... Figured it out yet? That's right, you guys have to kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys want to know, right? You want your old school memories returned to you, right? Then you better start killing. A penny for your thoughts and a murder for your memories. Why didn't you tell Teru about his mom or his diner? He had a right to know. Yeah, us too. We all have a right to know.
Bastard!
Hey, hurry up and tell us. What do you mean earlier when you mentioned our school memories? Oh yeah, I did promise to return your memories after the killing began. You're gonna do it? But telling them is kind of... But I never told you guys that I would tell you right away. What?
Not fair.
That's not fair.
Of course.
Of course, I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday. But it's still not clear when that someday will actually be. I must excuse myself as well. There's something that I need to do.
Huh?
What the heck?
So cruel.
That's not fair. They both ran away.
Then...
Monokuma had us wrapped around his finger after all.
Stupid.
Teru, you're stupid.
Such despair.
An ending like this is just full of despair. A seriously tragic despair. But still, at times like this, as a symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best. Why are you smiling? How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep?
Nope.
Hold on, I'm sad too, you know? Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all, you ultimates who inspire hope, and your splendid talents. There's no way I can be happy when we've lost such a talented individual. Don't go saying creepy shit, I'll fucking kill you. Moin du, alles gut? Please kill me anytime. Huh? If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I already prepared myself to become your stepping stone. If absolute hope can be born from that, then my life is nothing special. How messed up are you? However, if you're going to kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer. Are you seriously intending to help the killer? It's really not that big of a deal. If you're students of Hope's Peak Academy, if you're the symbols of hope who possess the chosen talents, then it shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right? Declaring so confidently that you will side with the killer. Maybe that was the plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us not to kill him. But I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to Byakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live. Mostly I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes for you, one after the other. Just kidding. Hey, can I punch ya? I just won't be satisfied till I punch ya. Fine, let's solve this already. It's just going to be a waste of time if we keep dealing with him.
What?
Huh? Even Hajime hates me now? That stings. I felt you and I were quite similar. So, my God. What does that? You hold a special feeling towards Pope's Peak Academy, just like me. Don't put me in the same category as you. But how can you say you're not? Monokuma said it himself. We don't know anything about each other's true nature. No, if it's true that our school memories were stolen, it's the same as not knowing our true selves too. Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is. Akane, please feel free to punch him. Will do. Hold on. Please stop this. Nothing will come from fighting like this. There is something else we must do. Something else? We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There's something more important we must do. Which is do our best. We must first leave here and get some rest. And then we also shall work together and do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again. That is what I believe we must do right now. I'm sorry. If only I was a better motivational speaker. No, that really touched my heart. You're totally right. What we need to do right now is do our best. If we do our best, it's definitely going to pay off, right?
Yes.
Yes, that is right. But what do we have to work hard at? I do not know, but we must do our best. Jeez, I don't get you at all. Are you some kind of moron?
Well?
Ja, der Fles hat einen Crush auf die. It's fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold onto the feeling that you have to do your best. Right? So let's do our best. Let's make sure a killing like this never happens again. It's scary, but doing our best is the only option. It's our only option. There's no way I'm doing what Nagito did. Ich folge dem ganzen 0,0. Ja. Komisch, kann ich nicht verstehen. Doing our best is our only option. Wir tun einfach unser Bestes, dann wird alles besser. Alright, I don't know what you are talking about, but let's do our best for now. Very well, even if we are not able to change the future, I guess I should at least change my tomorrow. Damn fiend. I won't give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. I give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul, and fight to the very end. Yeah, you're right. Let's definitely work together and leave this island. Do our best. We kept using that phrase over and over again. Even though we knew they were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Regardless, we still said it. And we continued to say it over and over again without stopping. Thus, the curtain had fallen upon the class trial where Byakuya and Teru were sacrificed. Afterwards, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. Ja, ist nicht genug, Sir. Ja, Sir, yeah. After experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. I gave up, got out of bed, and began walking around the hotel grounds for no real reason. After not going much of anything. I dully looked up to the sky. And there, just like before, there it was, the night sky brimming with stars. Stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands like fluttering snow. As I looked up at such a beautiful night sky, I can go anywhere. That thought crossed my mind for some reason. The sky is connected to anywhere, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right, I'm definitely going to go home. Huh? That's when it's happened. I stared up at the night sky and I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then, while I continued to stare at the night sky, I felt my entire body stiffen with that sensation. Isn't this?
Is someone watching me?
...19 Tage und 7 Stunden. 7 Stunden 40. Chapter 1. Ende. Geht die Bombe hoch? Wahrscheinlich? Ich weiß es nicht. Aber wahrscheinlich. Zu der Bombe wurde nicht großartig was gesagt. Die haben zwar gesehen, dass da ein Timer ist, aber die waren selbst so, ja, was passiert dann? Keine Ahnung. Einfach Zero Escape. Ein Wooden Stick, geil.
For a long time, humans
So.
have been taught that if you try hard enough.
Das war's. Gespeichert. Gespeichert in das. Spielst du eigentlich auch Raincoat? Ja, ich denke schon. Ich werde es mir auf jeden Fall anschauen, wenn es draußen ist.